Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Global Wonders of Nature, a channel where we journey through the breathtaking and mysterious beauty of our natural world. Today, let us step into a magical realm you may think you already know, the plant kingdom. Earth is home to over 298,000 species of plants, from the familiar trees that line our streets to the truly extraordinary and bizarre life forms hidden deep in the wilderness. There are plants that can hunt like predators, some that seem to dance to the rhythm of the wind, and even a few that can walk across the forest floor. Sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But these wonders are real, and they exist right here in the natural world we live in. So now, let's take a deep breath, open our hearts to wonder, and join Global Wonders of Nature as we explore the strangest and most fascinating plants on Earth. 1. The Venus flytrap, the world's scariest little plant assassin. Now, most of us think of plants as chill, peaceful, and totally harmless. They just sit there, soak up the sun, and mind their own leafy business, right? Well, not all of them. Some plants have decided they're tired of being at the bottom of the food chain and have turned into full-on hunters. Say hello to the Venus flytrap, a plant that's basically the ninja of the plant world. This little green monster lives in the forests of North America and is a top-tier member of the Plants That Eat Stuff Club. It's actually pretty tiny, only around 7 to 10 centimeters, but don't let its size fool you. Each Venus flytrap grows 3 to 5 leaves, and each leaf is shaped like a little trap straight out of a cartoon, except this one is real and deadly. If you're a bug, that is. So how does it catch its dinner? Each trap is made of 2 leaf halves joined by a hinge. Think clamshell, but with attitude. The edges have spiky teeth, and on the inside are tiny trigger hairs. Now here's where it gets cool. If a bug, let's say a curious little fly, touches those hairs twice within 20 seconds, bam! The trap slams shut faster than you can say, oops. There's even a sweet smell to lure the bugs in because what's a deadly trap without a little deception? Once the trap closes, the plant starts digesting the poor victim, slurping up all those tasty bug nutrients like it's bug soup. And when it's done, it casually opens back up, like, next please, creepy? Totally. Cool. Absolutely. 2. General Sherman, the biggest tree on planet Earth. Ever wondered what the world's biggest tree looks like? Well, buckle up, because this leafy giant is going to blow your mind. Meet General Sherman, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the plant world. You'll find this living legend standing tall in Sequoia National Park, California, USA. And trust me, it's not your average backyard tree. Get this, General Sherman stands at a mind-blowing 101 meters tall. That's about the height of a 30-story building. Yup, this tree is so tall, if it had an elevator, you'd probably need a lunch break before reaching the top. And it's not just tall, it's ancient too. Botanists estimate it's over 3,500 years old, measured in 2002, which means this tree was already around before the Roman Empire even existed. Its total volume is over 1,400 cubic meters, and the trunk alone has a circumference of 35 meters. That's like hugging a tree the size of a swimming pool. Good luck wrapping your arms around that. Some of its branches are 2 meters thick. That's thicker than most trees you've ever seen on their own. And the trunk? It weighs an estimated 1,100 tons. Add the branches and base, and the whole thing weighs up to 2,800 tons. That's about the same as, 400 elephants stacked on top of each other. Yikes. In fact, just the amount of wood in this one tree could probably build a whole neighborhood. Not that we'd ever cut it down, of course. Pretty wild, huh? 3. The Amazon water lily, the strongest leaf on the planet. Next up, let's talk about a plant with superpowers, and not just any power, but the power to hold up a full-grown human. In the magical world of the tropical Amazon rainforest lives a true botanical wonder, the Amazon water lily. This fantastic plant comes from the brackish waters of the Amazon basin, and it's famous for one thing: its gigantic floating leaves. These leaves are perfectly round, can grow up to 3 meters, nearly 10 feet in diameter, and have sharp, slightly raised edges, like nature's version of a giant green dinner plate, or maybe a trampoline? Each leaf is attached to a super long underwater stalk, which can grow up to 8 meters in length. Now, if you're wondering, how the heck can a leaf hold up a person? Well, great question. The secret lies in its incredible structure and adaptation. The top of the leaf has a waxy coating and a special quilt-like pattern that not only repels water, but also prevents fungus from growing. Because even in the jungle, you gotta stay clean. Underneath, it's reinforced with a network of super strong veins, kind of like a leaf with its own skeleton. Thanks to this clever design, these leaves can support the weight of a small child or even a grown adult if they sit still. No jumping jacks, please. It's like nature's version of a floating yoga mat, except it's alive. Cool, right? 4. The baobab tree, nature's alien-looking giant. Okay, folks, get ready to meet a tree so weird-looking, it might just convince you that aliens are real. Seriously, if trees were characters in a sci-fi movie, the baobab would totally be the quirky, lovable alien sidekick. This bizarre-looking beauty is also known as the upside-down tree, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Its thick trunk and twisty branches look like someone planted it upside down, roots up, leaves down. Who approved this design? Nature did, and it's glorious. The baobab is an iconic symbol of Africa, and some of these ancient giants have been around for over 1,000 years. Imagine the stories they could tell. These trees are massive. We're talking trunks so big that local people in Africa have used them as shelters, storage rooms, and even homes. Baobabs typically grow 5 to 25 meters tall, but some exceptional ones can reach up to 30 meters. Their trunks can have a circumference of 22 to 35 meters, and in rare cases, even up to 50 meters. That's like a small castle made of bark. Some baobabs are tall and skinny, while others are short, chubby, and just hilariously chunky. With their weird root-like branches sticking out of the top and their huge, smooth trunks, it's easy to see why people call them upside-down trees. But wait, there's more. These trees aren't just weird-looking, they're brilliant survivalists. Their trunks are like natural water tanks, capable of storing thousands of liters of water, which helps them thrive in some of the driest, harshest climates on Earth. So basically, the baobab is a tree, a water tank, a home, and a sci-fi prop, all rolled into one. Now that's impressive. 5th on our list is the dragon blood tree, the giant umbrella with a bloody secret. All right, folks, next up is a tree that looks like it belongs in a fantasy video game or a wizard's backyard. Meet the dragon blood tree, also known as the umbrella tree, or Dracaena cinnabari, if you're feeling fancy. From a distance, these trees look like massive green umbrellas, or maybe giant mushrooms designed by a bored architect. Either way, they're strange, dramatic, and absolutely unforgettable. But here's the real twist. The tree bleeds. Yep, when you cut into its bark, it oozes a bright red sap that looks eerily like blood and smells sharp and sour. Once it dries, this blood-like resin turns into glassy crimson crystals, earning it the spooky name dragon blood tree. You can find this magical species mostly on Socotra Island, Yemen, a place so surreal it feels like stepping into a fairy tale or an alien planet. Now, Let's talk about how it grows, because this tree does things its own way. When it's young, it looks like a single green pole. After 10 to 15 years, it stops growing taller and instead starts showing off with white flowers that smell like lilies. Pretty nice for a gothic-looking tree, right? Then it gets serious. It starts branching out, literally. New shoots pop out and form its first layer of branches. Each branch grows for another 10 to 15 years, then gives rise to second-level branches, which then grow their own third-level branches, and so on. It's like a family tree that builds itself in 3D. The result? A perfectly domed canopy that looks like a tree decided to cosplay as a parasol. Totally bizarre, totally brilliant.
6. The sundew, Drosera kensit, the sticky-fingered assassin of the plant world. Next up, an absolute legend in the plant kingdom, a tiny killer hiding in plain sight. This is Drosera kensit, a species of carnivorous plant native to Africa. But most folks just call it by its spookier nickname, the sundew. And trust me, this plant has murder on its mind, at least if you're a bug. What makes the sundew such a deadly predator? Its secret weapon? Tentacles that look like tiny demonic fingers, covered in glistening drops of sticky goo. No, really. To lure its unsuspecting prey, the sundew releases a shiny, sticky nectar from the tips of its tentacles. Under sunlight, these drops look like morning dew, hence the name. But to a nearby insect, they look like delicious droplets of honey. Spoiler alert, they're not. Once a bug lands on the plant's tentacles, it's game over. The moment its legs touch the surface, the plant's touch-sensitive mechanism kicks in, and the tentacles start moving, curling inward like creepy fingers to trap the bug in a super sticky embrace. And it doesn't stop there. The plant drags the poor bug down toward the leaf, where the real horror begins. It secretes digestive enzymes that break down the insect into a nutrient soup. Yup, this plant eats its victims alive, one gooey bite at a time. All those tasty bug nutrients are then absorbed straight into the leaf, fueling the plant's growth. Nature's weird, wild, and wonderfully ruthless, isn't it?
7. The walking tree, Socratia exoriza, the only tree that can, well, walk. And finally, we've saved the weirdest for last. A tree that can literally walk. Yes, you heard that right. This is Socratia exoriza, also known as the walking palm tree, native to the lush tropical rainforests of Latin America. This bizarre species has evolved a very unusual trait. It can move. Sounds like a sci-fi plot twist, right? But it's totally real. According to biologists, this palm tree uses its stilt-like aerial roots near the base of its trunk to slowly shift its position. These roots act like legs or tentacles, helping the tree balance itself as it walks, or more accurately, shuffles. Here's how it works. When the tree wants to move, it grows new roots toward a new area of soil, while old roots die off behind it. Bit by bit, it pulls itself forward, like a very slow-motion creature on a journey through the forest. How far can it go? Scientists say it can move 2 to 3 centimeters per day, or up to 20 meters per year. That's not exactly Olympic speed, but hey, for a tree, that's basically a marathon. So if you ever feel like you're slow at getting things done, just remember, this tree needs a whole year to cross your backyard. Overstand 2-line breaks. Overstand 2-line breaks, and conclusion, let's wrap it up, in bold. And there you have it, folks. You've just taken a whirlwind tour with global wonders through some of the strangest, wildest, and most downright amazing trees on Earth. From bug hunting traps to bleeding umbrellas, tree aliens, and even one that can walk